What's going on, everyone? It's Bob with Cinephellas, and in this interview, I have Riley Dandy. Riley Dandy starring in a movie called Christmas Bloody Christmas, coming out December 9th on Shudder. We talk about why she chose this project, and even apparently the queen of rom-coms putting out two Christmas movies that are kind of different from one another. Give a listen, and I hope you enjoy it. Riley, how are you today?
I am so great. How are you doing?
Doing all right. I'm digging your background here stuff, just very rustic, old school. I feel like my grandfather had a similar setup in his house back in the day. Playboy
That's,
included, not gonna lie.
that's what I was going for was grandpa chic.
You know,
And a
all,
ton of alcohol.
all you're missing is a couple cigars and a lot of repressed anger. Like that's all
I
you're
got that. Don't you worry. We've got repressed anger here.
all right, good. As long as it's coming out and all out of the place, we're great. So for I love the movie. It was great. You play a really good role. All that. I got a couple questions. I'm all over the place. So let's see if we can have some fun, right?
I love it. Let's do it.
So this is your second Christmas movie this year. I mean, kind of different sides of the spectrum with well, it's more of a rom-com. It's not a Christmas theme. I apologize.
Yep. But I think this is technically my third
Oh,
Christmas.
does California Christmas, did that already come out?
It did. It came out in 2021. So it's sneaking in the year mark.
Oh man. So now mind you again, this one's a little different. I gotta ask, what was your difference with shooting it? Because I mean, obviously there's huge differences, but there has to be a certain mindset that you lock yourself into each one of those types of movies. You have your rom-com, you have your horror. Where's that sweet spot for you?
So this one, I mean, so many things were different, but if just in terms of filming, working with Joe Bigas is like such an experience on its own. And he doesn't use any marks. So typically, an actor has to like stand on a mark and make sure that the focus is pulled and you can't move from that place. He doesn't use marks. So you're free to roam about wherever the hell you want to go. And he's operating camera. So he follows you. He's like, Riley, if you want to go over there, I'll follow you. And so I think that like the first day of filming, I was like, what the hell is happening? Because this, like, I've never experienced anything like that. And I had to unlearn it because now I get in trouble on set when I'm not working with Joe. If I'm working with someone else, they're like, Riley, can you please stop moving? Thank you so much. And yeah, mindset wise, I think I like forgot about the fact that it was set at Christmas because like I was just putting myself in the situation of being chased by an animatronic robot. And so for that, it was like very easy to just like be terrified and try to fight to survive.
No, and I spoke with Joe as well, and I gotta say he's out there. I like him a lot. I just a big slasher fan. Making a slasher movie, it was fantastic. Now, are you a fan of that genre? Like,
So I've been a horror movie fan, but I'm not like I've never been like a slasher fan. And I had to watch like I had to study so much before this filming came along because I wanted to be able to have the freedom to improv and actually know what I'm talking about and then like not look like a fucking idiot. So I listened to all of the music that Tori would listen to. I watched the movies that she would watch. I talked to Joe a lot about all of that. And it was so fun because I got to like, it was almost like a a metamorphosis of sorts of being like, oh shit, I like this so much. And I've never had the opportunity to explore it. So now I'm pretty into it.
now, what were your movies? The movies that got you into Tori? Like you said, you listened to her music, you listened to her movies.
Yeah.
I dug the character Tori. I swear I've known a couple of girls like that myself.
Yeah.
What are the ones that Tori? Tell me more about these movies Tori wanted.
So these may be kind of obvious, but the two that really helped me a lot, and one that I just thought was really fun and I hadn't seen before, and Joe like really wanted to make sure that I watched it, was Child's Play. I thought Child's
Okay.
Play. I thought it was so sick. I don't know, it might be silly, but like I've watched it a couple times since then. I think it's really a great time. And then obviously, so this is really bad and I apologize, but I had never seen Terminator.
Oof. Yeah, all right. And from Joe, like that was one of his core things for this movie.
Yeah. And he and I have a big bone to pick because of that. I've watched all of them now and I love them. And I feel like I have missed out on so much. And Sarah Connor is the most badass chick of all time. And so yeah, I think like I used her a lot as kind of inspo for Tori. I think those, oh, and Alien as well. Yeah, so many just incredible ones. I'm having a hard time thinking about more. I have like a whole list on my phone that I went through.
No, I love the fact that you turned into a fan of Child's Play because of a role and then realized how much fun that movie is.
It's so good. And then like Pet Sematary.
Another classic.
So fun. Yeah, and I'm just annoyed that I didn't watch those growing up.
But now you have this whole new life ahead of you of just nothing. You got to watch the Chucky series now because that's a lot of fun.
I'm a little concerned because I'm really getting enveloped in all of it. And I'm like, no.
I think as long as you don't become obsessed and like slowly start dressing like it, I think people will be fine with it.
Okay, I can do that. That's fine.
Although if on Instagram we randomly just see you start cutting the hair and making it red and stuff like that, if her fiance ends up going missing, like none of us are going to think anything dark. We're just going to be like, you know what? She liked hiking and she got into Child's Play. So that's natural progression.
Oh, my poor fiance. Poor thing.
You know what? If you think about it, boom, Netflix documentary. You are hitting all
Perfect.
So now what drew you to this script? Like what brought you to it? Because again, this is completely out of your comfort zone. And not only did you go out of your comfort zone, you went to the extreme. You went full slasher, like Grindhouse style.
Yeah, there's a saying in my family that everyone always says, and they say, if you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. Meaning like no matter what you do, give it your all. And I remember reading this and being like, this is nothing similar to anything I've ever done before. And not only would it make other people see me in a different light, but it would like prove something to myself. And it just like opened up this whole new world for me. And like the horror community is so great. They're so great and so supportive and doing action as well. This is my first time doing action and I love it so much. So there were so many things that were like drawing me to do this. And working with Joe, which is like a huge bucket list as well.
No, I mean, Joe, I'm sorry, VFW was so much fun. I kept gushing about it with him. I was like, yo, that was a great thing. Plus, Shudder puts out some really good movies.
Yeah.
So now that you have this new taste, what's your dream project? Because again, rom-com, you've been in some action, well, not action, but I mean, Interceptor is pretty action, whatever. And now horror. What's your dream project now? Like if someone came up and said, I'll do whatever you want, where's that dream project going?
Oh, wow. I would love to do like fantasy sci-fi. Like I would love to play a pixie or a fairy or an elf or something. I think that'd be amazing. But also that like can kill people and fuck people up. I think that'd be really cool. Or like female version of Indiana Jones. Like some epic adventure story. Like I just think that'd be so fun.
You know what? I mean, with them making a dark version of Winnie the Pooh and they're making a dark version of the Grinch, why couldn't they make a dark version of Peter Pan, let you be Tinkerbell, who just so happens to start slashing people?
That would be a dream.
We got to make this happen. Make Tinkerbell kill the people so that way Peter doesn't grow up. None of the lost.
We could call it Tinker Hell.
Oh, boom! Look at that on the nose. We can make this happen. I'll start writing it. I'll try to get Joe's attention.
Perfect.
Oh, you know what? I think we could do that. I think we could do this.
That's great.
Lost Boys totally takes on a new meaning.
Yes.
Like you still need to have the real prim and proper British stuff. I dig it. I think we found your next project. Like that, or you do just a really dark Fern Gully type thing.
Oh my God. This is great.
We can figure this out. So now here's the big thing though.
Yes.
You're into slashers, you're into this. We're coming up on the holiday season. are you a Hallmark Lifetime Christmas movie fan?
You're setting me up to get in trouble here.
So noted. You say the most when you say nothing at all.
I have said that I've never been I never watched Christmas movies until I started being in them. And now I have like a massive appreciation for them because like I never really watched them growing up. The only one I watched every year was A Christmas Story and the claymation Rudolph. Those were like kind of the only ones that I really watched. And now I get it. Like they bring people together. They're fun. It's like easy to digest. Yeah. So I appreciate them more than I did.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know, as long as you keep having fun with whatever you do, I mean,
Exactly.
it's not work, right?
No, of course. I'm so lucky to get to do this. Like it's the best.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Also, a little recommendation, Christmas Story, Christmas was actually really good.
Yeah.
And if you want a real messed up horror movie, Barbarian was fantastic. I loved it.
I want to watch Barbarian so bad. I've heard it's incredible.
Don't watch a trailer.
Okay.
Because I didn't watch a trailer, watching it, I was like, this is fantastic. And it's all over the place, total fever dream.
Okay, sick. I'll watch it.
Chef's kiss.
Love
but
it.
All right, I'll make sure I'll plug your Instagram and all that in our bio and all that. And congratulations on the engagement as well. Don't know how close that was, but it was up there. And even Hello Magazine called you an expert of rom-coms at this point.
Yes. If anyone calls me an expert of anything, I'll take it.
Well, here's hoping we can get that Tinker Hell movie going. Well,
I'm going to speak to someone about it.
All right, you let me know.
I will.
Riley, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy I guess you could say, welcome to the community of horror fans. Every convention you go to, everything like that. Hopefully you guys come to Days of the Dead Chicago. I'd love to meet you and just get you a sign, baseball bat or some Santa hat, just to have my weird memorabilia.
I really do appreciate it because I like the horror community's been incredibly welcoming. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you get to rest now after all the interviews.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, Riley. Bye.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of a really down to earth girl. So honestly, Christmas Bloody Christmas is a fun cult classic type movie, very grindhouse-ish. About a 3 out of 5, but definitely worth a shot, especially since it's going to be on Shudder and that's an affordable service. So again, Christmas Bloody Christmas, December 9th, and until next time, peace.